we had 2 things of Gatorade, and he grabbed mine. He's like, I think I just like grabbed your beer. I'm like, this point, whatever you have, I don't care. Just give it back to me.
I still have a traumatic experience from being at one of the Lord of the Rings, or one of the Hobbit premieres, and reaching forward and taking a sip and realizing it was the guy next to me's drink. Anyway, let's move on. Hi guys, let's talk about Supergirl. Hello. Any questions? We're done already?
Well, I'll kick it off. But what just for you has been the most fun so far about being part of just such an iconic franchise and such a big thing that everyone's buzzing about?
Everything about it has been so much fun. Getting to work with Greg every day is, I already feel like a winner. But what's great is that it's a character that hasn't, like, there's definitely an iconography, but it hasn't been explored. And I think what's so great about Supergirl is her complexity, even more so than Superman. We wanted to do a Supergirl show. This was not like a runner-up prize. What's great about her is that, she grew up without powers. And when she was 13, she lost everyone she knew and came to a planet where suddenly she was different. And what's really a shame about the world that we live in is that we live in a world that tells teenage girls that they shouldn't be different, and they should suppress who they are, and they should try to fit in, and they shouldn't be all of who they are. And so Kara falls victim to that. And I think that what's so fun and what's great about Supergirl is she wasn't born with powers. She is struggling to become all of who she's capable of being, which I think is like more relatable for anyone watching the show. And it's also a better message. It's hard to just be. I wasn't lucky enough to have been, born on Krypton, so to be reminded that it's about sort of being all that I can be, and to embrace the things that make us different, and to find the value in it, and the sort of the, no pun intended, power in being all of who you are. And I think, I'm just so excited that we get to share that message with our audience of girls and boys.
A lot of the messages that you were talking about and what you wanted to convey through the show is something that people have been asking for general comics to do for the past couple of years. So have you guys been in tune with what fans from that side have been wanting for and trying to deliver that from the show to reach that audience?
I think, Greg and Andrew in particular have such a great sort of sense of what the fans want. We all listen to them. We want shows that people love. And so, but I think for us, in anything that we do narratively, what's really important is complex, three-dimensional characters with real emotional depth. So regardless, I think comic book fans want that. Any fan wants that. That's what we want, is we want to be able to see ourselves, to relate, and for there to be real drama and real problems, because that's unfortunately what we all face in our daily lives. So for us, it's just like that's how we approach story and character. So luckily, it's very important.
Do you guys run up against any problems with wanting to use a comic book character that DC?
No, what's so great about the DC universe is how rich it is. So there are so many sort of choices. And we just feel so lucky to have the opportunity to give Kara Zor-El her due.
Actually, I think it's the line and I'm not sure.
Sorry, our typical script, you talk about, and Ellie and Greg were talking about focusing on the heart, maybe then focusing on the action sequences. What's a typical script like? Do you really want to get that emotion in there and then worry about?
I think we worry about all of it, and we want all of it to be great. But stunts and action without emotion. I think there are a lot of choices that will give you that in the world, unfortunately. And for me, it's like, even if it's the best 30 minutes of action, if I don't care about the characters, I'm thinking about what I'm making for dinner, or more honestly, what I'm ordering for dinner. And so I think it's just really important that you care about the characters. And then the action means something. So they really go hand in hand.
What's been the most rewarding aspect of the experience so far for you?
Look, it's really important and rewarding to me to be able to offer more diverse female characters. There aren't enough of them in popular culture. Women are 51% of the population, and they're not seeing that reflected. So the idea that we get to expand that is incredibly rewarding. The idea that little girls on a weekly basis can see not just the superhero of Kara, but the superhero of Kat, who runs her own empire, and the superhero of Alex, who made herself into a hero. To see those, I think is really important, not just for girls, but for boys. And so for me, that's probably the most rewarding thing. The other most rewarding thing was seeing Melissa in that Supergirl costume for the first time. That was pretty awesome. She's amazing.
That was such a great answer. Thank you.
Yeah. Oh, me too. Are we good? You guys are as tired as I am.
I think they're abducting you. That's why
Okay.
we're like,
Oh, all right. Thanks.